What's up, guys? Commissioner Anthony coming at you live. Not really, but pre-recorded. Played back on your screen. We got some preseason draft rankings. It's the season everyone's been waiting for. It's that time of year again. We're fucking stoked. And yeah, I know I've been a little lazy as a commissioner the last couple years, but I've been pretty high or passed out drunk every day. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna start us off with some rankings. Let's kick this one off. We're gonna start with Suck and Tuck. Our owner, C Breezy, always good, never great. Let's see how he's doing at this team so far. Well, he's got himself a young, untested quarterback in Anthony Richardson. Could be great if he's great. Connor could be the hero, or he could be a fucking loser if he sucks. We don't know yet. But he's also got a little bit of a shaky running back core. He's got James Conner, who's going to score. Yeah, I mean, he's going to score all 6 of Arizona's touchdowns this year, sure. But that's it, you know. We're not really sure about him. You know, backing him up is Kamara. Can't play for 3 games. Who knows if he's still himself? Who knows if he even wants to play ball anymore? He's got Jamal Williams, which actually might be a good pick, but I'm not going to tell him that. Wide receivers, we got questions, and, you know, we got questions we don't have answers to in terms of Cooper Kupp. Yeah, that leg, that hamstring's still bothering him. How bad is it? Justin Jefferson, though, solid. I mean, there's a few questions there, but for the most part, fucking solid wide receiver core. But fucking Kyle Pitts in the 6th round, bonkers if you ask me, but that's okay. And then, you know, taking Justin Tucker in the 10th was just about as stupid as me taking the Steelers defense in the 10th, so glad we're right there together. But that's what I think about Suck and Tuck. That's how I think they're going to do this year. Pardon me. All right. Next up, we got Bill Cosby Sleepers, headed up by your boy. You know, we're taking Derrick Henry was a playoff move. I don't know if you guys know this, but I did. Last 3 weeks of the season that matter, playoff weeks, he's playing the Texans. He's had 200 yards rushing against them in the past. He's playing the Seahawks. They're not the best. And then he's playing the Texans again. So this team is expecting to make it to the playoffs. I don't doubt that he will. You know, let's hope last year wasn't a fluke for Waddle. We took him early in the 2nd round. A healthy Mark Andrews will be the number 1 target in Baltimore. Christian Watson's a bit of a gamble, especially reaching up into the 4th, but I got insiders that say he's going to go off this year. I never loved Miles Sanders in Philly, but he should be the number 1 back in Carolina, so there's a chance he's going to be great there. And then, you know, what's crazy is Alan Lazard teaming back up with his boy A-Raj in New York. 13th round. You guys just gave him to me. I'll take it. I think that team's going to be solid. I'm pretty deep at most positions. Pretty biased, though. But, you know, consistently top 3, never a winner. Next up, we got Paper Skin Glass Bones, our owner, Ryan Coulter. Going hard heavy on the Cincinnati Bengals this year. Yes, we are. Jamar Chase, round 1. T. Higgins, round 2. It's almost like we forgot they're on the same team. Or we have something schemed up, cooking up. Who knows? It's Cincy or bust in Paper Skin Glass Bones land. You know, I did think it was pretty bold of him to go 4 wide receivers off the rip with Jamar, T. Higgins, Ridley, and Hopkins. But, hey, all we know is round 5 we got John Vontae Williams, who could still be a breakout running back had he not torn his ACL last year. Tony Pollard in the 8th is a keeper. Fucking brilliant. Would have been dumb to keep anyone else. Team's looking solid. I mean, it's not my favorite team. You're really banking on Jamar and T. Higgins sharing, which happens sometimes, and I don't know. I think look for the squad to make somewhat of a splash this year, or a complete bust. Who knows? Next up, we got Turtlenecks and Moose Knuckles, my favorite. Reigning McDonald's All-American, possibly a future McDonald's All-American this year too. A lot of questions are early about the offseason, you know, an offseason trade, moving Garrett Wilson to Mr. Love to grab his nuts and taking Christian McCaffrey home, wasting that 1st overall pick. A lot of questions there. A lot of people think it's the dumbest move. Cody seems to think he knows what he's doing. The evidence will say he doesn't, but for now, let's just err on the side that he does. Travis Etienne, round 2. All right. I think that's a reach. There are better guys available. Jalen Hurts at QB, though. I love that. Look for him to make a splash. Darren Waller, a little bit of a reach at 5, but we'll live. will live. But, this storied franchise truly seems to have a plan this year. They're not looking to be the loser, 4 years in a row. They're looking to make some changes. Started off the draft decent, not great, but, who knows? At least in case Jalen Hurts doesn't pan out, he's got Daniel Jones and Russell Wilson on the bench. So a lot of smart moves being made there on that team. Moving on, we've got Amon Ra Dogs. There we go. Said it right. All right. Oh, led by the legendary first-round exit man, Jake Ryder. First pick of the draft, he went with Saquon Barkley. I like that pick. 8th spot. Honestly, I kind of wish I took him instead of D-Hen, but I knew something that y'all didn't. So we'll go ahead and keep going now. He's got Josh Jacobs backing him up. Pretty solid. A little bit of a reach in 2. I don't think he's going to be as good this year. I know I love my Raiders, but I got questions. I got more questions than answers with that team. Lamar Jackson, solid. Love that pick in the 3rd. I think a little bit of a reach, though, on Mike Williams in the 5th. I don't know. He's good. He's great. He's not Keenan Allen, though. I don't know. But David Montgomery in Detroit, iffy, too. Who knows if he's even going to start? I mean, he might. He might not. Jackson Smith, Najibia. Can't say that fucking word. But, name. Should be good, maybe. I don't trust Seattle's wide receivers. I never have. Michael Thomas, let's hope he actually wants to play football this year. Tyler Higbee, solid. You're drunk, though, for offering Tyler Higbee for Mark Andrews straight up. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, this is a solid team. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's pretty fucking good. Look for them to make a splash this year, and this owner is hoping to dodge a 4th straight first-round exit. I think they have a chance to do that this year. Next up, we've got Mr. Love to grab his nuts, Eric Breyer, former 2-time champion. This team has depth at wide receiver. Don't get me started. Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens. I mean, that's a squad. Just for safe measure at the end there, snag Tyler Boyd too. I think this team's got a lot of potential this year. If some questions do fall on the quarterback, the signal caller Dak Prescott, some say he's on the decline. Some people still love him. Some people, especially Keaton. And all I know is that I've seen a lot of interceptions thrown this year during training camp. I mean, it's all over my Twitter feed right now. Running back situation just isn't great, but I mean, if Gibbs can end up producing and if Madison can fill those shoes that Dalvin Cook left, I think this team's going to be solid. Look for them in the playoffs and watch out for them too. I think they're going to make a run. Next up, we got the new guy, the not-so-new guy, Keegan. Not so new anymore. Back again he is and looking to make another run for the playoffs. I feel like this guy's been in the playoffs every year. Always drafts solid teams. I'd argue, though, that this year was probably one of his worst drafts. And here's why. I mean, we got Stephon Diggs, first-round keeper. Definitely kind of strange not to keep Cooper Kupp in the 4th or the 5th, knowing that he had, I don't remember exactly, he had the 10th pick this year. I don't know. I don't love it. But he's got A.J. Brown. He's got Joey B. Kenneth Walker, decent. I think this team's solid. Joey B is a fantastic quarterback. Stephon and A.J. Brown stand out wide receivers. But there was some questions when he ended up taking a left tackle in the 5th round by the name of George Kittle. Kind of strange to me. I don't get it. But, hey, to each their own. Hopefully he'll make you happy. Never has for me. Next up, SAE League. All right, that's the team owner, Matthew Lovos. And clearly this guy stretched himself thin this year with the number of teams and leagues that he's in because he's given, he has quite literally given his team name a label for the league that he's in. Look for him to be making a lot of mistakes this year on the waiver wire. Already made a bunch of mistakes on the draft, but don't tell him. Josh Allen in round 2, bit of a reach, man. A lot of receivers still on the board, a lot of running backs. Yeah, bit of a reach, especially given that you weren't going to draft again for quite a bit, being in the middle rounds. I like Debo, but I don't like him in the 3rd. I also think that's a reach. Breece Hall in the 4th. We don't even know if he's the starter. Hell, honestly, you should change your team name to I Have Short Arms because your ass was reaching left and right during this draft. I have more questions than answers looking at this team. They might be one of my favorites for the McDonald's All-American. All right, let's move on. Simple Jack, reigning champion, Jackson. Solid couple picks out the gate with Chubb and Lamb. I know it wasn't you, but that's okay. I won't tell anyone. I worry about Ramondre Stevenson. I've never liked New England running backs. They're a running back by committee team. They might be all right, but him in the third, that's just... There's better players in the third round for that situation after already getting Chubb in the first round. Patrick Mahomes, keeper in the fourth. I love that. You really can't go wrong there. Then the wide receiver core, obviously you have CD, but your next wide receiver you took is Mike Evans. And frankly, I don't think Baker Mayfield is tall enough to throw Mike Evans touchdowns, but for your sake, I hope he is. Could also be a front runner for the McDonald's. Oh, no. That mistaken. Actually, yeah. He is our reigning champion, but I do think there's a chance that he could be reigning over McDonald's this year as our McDonald's All-American. Moving on, we got the Penis Gobblers. Hunter. A lot of controversy around this team this year due to the carnage of Hurricane Katrina. This owner had to auto-draft this year for seemingly the second or third time. And so this season's make or break. He's got to win it all or he's on the chopping block. And, I don't know if he's going to be able to with this team this year. He's got his work absolutely cut out for him. Yeah, we've got Travis Kelce. We got a tough break with him having a little bit of a knee issue. I know knees. I know Travis will be playing. He'll either play this Thursday or next week, and he'll be fine for the rest of the season. But just in case he's hurt, we made sure to go out and get David Njoku and Cole Kmet in the 9th and 10th round. Why not? He's got a couple running backs that I just don't believe in, Najee Harris or Damon Pierce. I don't believe in anyone on the Houston Texans. I think it's just a waste of a pick. Najee Harris, maybe he'll be good, but I don't see them running a lot in the red zone. And they're not a very good red zone team in the first place. Chris Godwin, DK Metcalf. It's kind of a has-been wide receiver core if you ask me, but who knows? He makes a lot of moves during the season. He's always been doing that. And if he doesn't, though, he's my front runner for the McDonald's All-American as well. Next up, we've got the bad team, Brian Davis. We've cut the pleasantries this year, and we've shortened the team name from My Team Is Bad to Bad Team. And is it a play on Brian Andrew Davis, his name, or is it just that his name is just that, his team is just that bad? I don't know. I'm going to go with his team's pretty bad this year. Gambling on Bijan Robinson in the first round, already trying to trade him. He's not confident in his team's abilities. That's an issue for me as an owner myself. Devonta Smith in the second round. Okay, I love that. That's a good pick. Deontay Johnson, though. Really? Tyler Lockett, third, fourth round picks. Isaiah Pacheco, your RB2 in the fifth. That's a reach. Jerry Jeudy, he's not, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but Denver fucking sucks. Khalil Herbert, don't even know if he's the starter. Evan Ingram, that might be your most value pick other than Trevor Lawrence as your keeper. Gabe Davis, also a good pick. Shit. I'm just going to be real. I don't like this team. He's one of my front runners for the McDonald's All-American as well. It's just not the team we were hoping for this year, I'm sure. Next, finally, last but not least, we've got Baquan Sarkley. Scary Jared's team. I like this team, and I'm going to be honest, I like it a lot, and I'll tell you why. First, I can't even read my notes here. First picks are all staples of their teams this year. Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones. Those three get the ball a lot on their respective teams. Devontae Adams, the number one receiver. Joe Mixon's obviously the clear-cut RB1 in Cincinnati. Aaron Jones has a nose for the end zone. Justin Herbert looking to bounce back after a shaky year last year. We got Rashad Wright, just in case, on Tampa Bay. Amari Cooper and Brandon Cooks in the 6th and the 7th. I love those picks. We're weak at tight end. We're weak there. But, Hunter's got a few to spare. Maybe look to trade with him. And then Aaron Rodgers is a backup quarterback in the 11th round. I like that too. This team is solid. Don't get me wrong, it's not amazing. And actually, no, my producers are just letting me know he's got the Okongwu. Can't say that name either. Okongwu, the Tennessee tight end, who's a freak of an athlete. I like this team a lot. I actually truly think that this guy is my front runner for winning the James Dragucci Trophy this year. It's looking good so far. So why don't we go ahead and break it all down now with the final rankings. And number 1, I know I just said it, but I got Baekwon Sarkley Jared in first. I love this team. I can't say anything more about it. Number 2, we've got Amon-Ra Dogs. I can never say it right. Amon-Ra Dogs. There we go. I think he's made some improvements from last year, and he's looking to make sure that he doesn't have 4 straight first-round exits. I think he's got a chance to do that. Number 3, we've got Mr. Love to grab his nuts. Solid team led by a winning owner. Man knows how to win. Last year was a fluke. We hope. He hopes. I don't hope. But I think he's going to be good. I know I'm biased here, but coming in at number 4 is Bill Cosby Sleepers myself. Solid team with great playoff matches for his squad. I like my team. Not more I can say about that. I'm a consistent top 4 finisher. Number 5, paper skin glass bones. He's got depth at wide receiver, but he's quite shaky at the running back situation. I think that'll cause problems coming playoff time. Number 6, we've got Suck and Tuck. Also great wide receivers. He's got huge upside at quarterback, but he's got some weak running backs. I don't believe in him. Number 7, new guy. Not the best draft we've seen from new guy. Arguably the worst one so far in his short tenure in this league. Let's hope he can make some moves this offseason to make something change. Number 8, we've got Simple Jack. Coming off a winning year, it's like we got lazy. It's like we got complacent and content. I don't think it's a bad team, but it's not a great team. I think it's just going to be average this year. Number 9, Turtlenecks and Moose Knuckles. We started strong and we ended poorly in that draft. We've got 2 quarterbacks on the bench. You're going to have to make some moves, and you're going to have to not get trade raped. And frankly, I don't know how capable that is going to be this year. I'm wishing you the best of luck, though. Number 10, we've got SAE League. It's just not great, and we've got a lot of work to do there. A lot of guys with maybe some boom potential, but even higher bust potential. I'm just not loving it. Number 11, we've got Penis Gobblers. Shaky team with no depth. Most depth you have is at tight end, and you have one of the best tight ends in the league. So I don't love it. Got a lot of work to do there. And rounding off, number 12, my front runner for winning the McDonald's All-American prize. Bad team. I don't love putting you down here, but I really don't think I like the looks of that team one bit. I might be wrong. I probably am, but just metrics, looking at the metrics of it and the optics of that team, it's not looking great. And, frankly, for me, 10, 11, and 12, they're interchangeable at this point, but I'm going to go with the order I went. I hope you guys are happy with it, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck this year. Yeah, let's fucking get it.